Hello, everybody. It's time for the G'd Up Quinn Show. I love y'all. Thank you, to everybody that supports me. Thank y'all for coming through. Hold on a second. Let me see something. Let me see something. Do it like this. Okay. Do it like that. All right. Let's see. Let me get a mic check first of all. Let me share this live. Let me see how I'm sounding. I was just watching Panera Karen. She's off the chain. Jenny, what's up, Ma? Good to see you. Let me just get a mic check. Get a quick mic check to see how I'm sounding. And I'll be good to go. Get a mic check. All right, well, I'm sounding good. Quick mic check to see how I'm sounding. I'm sounding good. Good. That's beautiful. We're good to go. Get a mic check. All right, well, I'm sounding good. All right. What's up, Barbara? I just got to check. I got to check how I'm sounding. The other day it wasn't sounding too good. You feel me? So, you know how I go. What's up? How's everybody doing? I just wanted to do a little quick live, try to get these watch hours. That's the main objective going further with my channel. Get these watch. I'm going to do the animal thing, but I'm going to put that on hold for a second. Shout out to Spain. I'm going to do the animal thing later because I want to devote all the watch hours to this channel. I don't want to split the watch hours. You dig what I'm saying? So the animal thing is going to have to wait a second. What up, Steven? Brandon Mitchell, good to see you, bro. Shout out to everybody. Love you guys, man. I thank you for supporting me. I thank you for being there for me all through the years. Sharonda, good to see you. Good morning to you too. Your birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday. Is it still Scorpio? Happy birthday. Shout out to all my Scorpios. You know I'm a Scorpio too. Scorpios are the best. We loyal. We just good people, man. We good-hearted people. Oppington, good, bro. How's everything? It's my boy right there. Welcome everybody, man. The whole objective, like I said, is to get my watch hours up because I want to get remonetized. I should have cared more because I would have been monetized, but you can't cry over spilled milk. That's what it is. You leaving for Vegas? Shout out to Vegas. What up, chicken butt? Shout out to Vegas. How I'm sounding, y'all? Somebody give me a mic check. Let me get a quick mic check. No, that's what it is. All right. All right, good. Thank God. The other day it wasn't sounding good. I wasn't even going to put that live up, but it is what it is. I still got some watch hours out of it. Shout out to Vegas, man. Vegas is Sin City. It's going down in Vegas. What's good, Oppington? Shout out to everybody. Sharonda, good to see you. I ain't seen you in a second. Shout out to everybody across the world, you heard? Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, down bottom, north, feel me? Canada, all the continents. You dig what I'm saying? We get love everywhere. Since I've been in New York my whole life, sometimes I forget that, this is a big world out there. You dig what I'm saying? Like man, listen, not only the continents, but, you got islands out there that are populated. You know what I'm saying? Look at England. England is an island. Those are the British Isles. You got England, Ireland, Scotland, all those islands. So it's a big world we live in. South Africa, a lot of countries are oppressed. There's oppression in America, and a lot of injustice takes place in America, but we got it better than a lot of places. And that doesn't mean we shouldn't stand up to oppression or try to fix the wrongs that take place in America. You dig what I'm saying? But we got it better than a lot of places, man. Africa's rough. You know, it's colonized. They take the resources. They just take all their resources. It's a shame what's done to places like in Africa. You know, shout to Asia. A lot of poverty worldwide. So in America, we got it. You know, we're better off. Thank God. You know, that's why people, you shouldn't get mad at you know, at the immigrants and the migrants coming to America. Petty boots, grand risings, top of the aim, and top of the top to everybody. You know, we're all, nobody in America is native, unless you come from one of the native tribes that were here originally before the Europeans came and settled here. You know, we migrated here, including Puerto Ricans. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm Puerto Rican, but you know, the people that my race, my ethnicity has a whole bunch of different blood in it. It has African blood in it. It has Indian blood in it, European blood. You know, so I would never be prejudiced, man. Everybody had to go back to their country. I would be here in America. This is my, no doubt, Oppington. Let me find out you're Native American. But listen, we all, listen, at the end of the day, right now, we all Americans. You dig what I'm saying? No matter what. Let me get some to drink. Get some to drink. My bad, y'all. Shout to Mama Love. That's it. We all listen. Even, and let me tell you, check this out, right? Africa is the birthplace of civilization, period. No matter how you address it, that's where man first walked. You dig what I'm saying? Shout to Africa, man. I'm a big fan of Africa. I'm always watching documentaries on Africa. I'm always trying to learn about the geography of the world and about wildlife, and you know, just educating myself. I don't drink soda, but once in a blue moon, I drink this orange Sunkiss. Is good. You disagree, Sharonda? Okay. What you call it? Everybody's opinion is valid. What up, Chuck? Pardon me, y'all. I had to do something real quick because I want to read the comments. Get back in 1 second. Okay. All right, let me see. Let me see what y'all said. Top of the AM, Chuck, man. God bless you, bro. I wish you nothing but the best. People were right here on this soil, the beginning of time also. Well, you know what, Sharonda? When it comes to history, right? I don't Since I wasn't there, I don't, I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's so much mystery concerning the history of the universe and our planet. You know what I'm saying? Like every time you blink, they're finding something new. They're talking about, we just found this animal frozen in permafrost, or they're talking about we're gonna recreate the woolly mammoth, or we found this frozen human being that's 1 million years old. Like, so one, at the end of the day, when it comes to, thank you, Chuck. When it comes to history, man, I just, I take everything with a grain of salt. You know, but Africa, yeah, nobody knows. Like, certain things, like, I guess you can't really refute. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a no-brainer. But a lot of things are a mystery. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, nobody knows at the end of the day. None of us were there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, it's not like we could talk to a relative that was around, 1 million years ago. Like, they don't exist. Yeah, even with the dinosaur stuff, man, like it's iffy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's Stop Resisting. What up? Salute. Happy birthday, Barbara. There's so much, man. Then you got all these different, like, religious like doctrines, you know what I'm saying? And all of them, some of them have things that are similar. They all have things that are similar. But this one will say they're right, and that one will say they're right. You know, that's why I don't do the religion. I just believe in God, and I keep it pushing. I got my own relationship with God, and whatever relationship anybody has with their higher power, I just respect it as such, And shout out to all the religions out there, because I don't have a problem with people having a religion either. Whatever works for you. Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you, live your best life, I'm all for that. World Travel Fund, there you go. Thank you. Yo, Stop Resisting. Who's that, Tommy V? That gotta be my boy Tommy V. That's right. If religion makes you a better person, then I'm all for it. Right? Look at Tommy V. Look at people who are addicted to drugs, right? They ain't found no way to cure a person from drug addiction, right? I think the inpatient programs, they like something like 10% of all people, something like that. Don't hold me to that, but make it. Maybe 15%, maybe 20, but in that range, right? But if that works for you and you're successful with that, I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? And whatever works, whatever makes it work for you, I'm all for that. Because at the end of the day, you want to see people win. You don't want to see nobody, being addicted to drugs or being incarcerated or being poor, or, you want to see people winning. If you're not a creep, I believe that too, Sharonda. I believe that when you do good, good comes to you. You got to do it from the heart. If you do stuff with an ulterior motive, it's a wrap. But when you do good, when you help people, I've always been good because I always was good to people. What's up, Gregory? Good to see you, bro. I've always been good to people. I was just watching his interview on Cameron and Mace's channel. Did like a hour-long interview with him, You know, he's back out there doing his thing. I was always a big fan of Max B. I loved his music. I thought he was really a unique artist because, you know, he had that melodic singing, rapping, you know what I'm saying? So shout to Max B. I wish him the best. You know, rest in peace to the people that were their lives were took in the case he was involved with, you know, and you know, my condolences to their families. But shout to the wave, man. The wave is back in. I love. Listen, you see a lot of people. They talk down on the newer music, like the drill music. You know, they say it's violent. They say, you know, it promotes violence and kids. Being into it with each other and this, that, and the third. But there was violence in hip hop a long time before drill music came. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to talk down to these children and act like my generation and my music was better than theirs, because what happens is, first of all, nobody's better than anybody. Secondly, it causes a disconnect. You dig what I'm saying? And with the drill music, there's certain songs that I do like. Feel me? There's certain beats that I like. And like I said, there was violence way before drill music came along. Dudes about narcotics, you know, all types of stuff. I don't really want to, you know, unaliving people, you know, all types of stuff. In especially in rap music. You dig? Like, you ain't gonna find no violence in R&B music. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's been some beef between R&B artists, but you know, you don't the level of drama isn't like with rap music, because the rappers, you know, rappers get killed, unfortunately. Excuse me, unalived. You know, you don't see that in country music. You don't see that in James, my brother, man. Yo, good to see you, bro. Shout to Harlem. Shout to Harlem. We was just talking about Max B. Shout to the wave. My bad, y'all. Shout to the wave, man. Shout to all. I'm a big fan of Harlem music, period. Not just Max B. I'm a big fan of Cameron, Mace, Big L, and what's his name? J.R. Wright is one of them. I love that. I love his music. The album that they put out, J.R. Writer, 40 Cal, and Hellrell, the album that they put out was amazing to me. I think it's a classic. If you haven't listened to it, go check it out. I forget the name of it, but it's amazing. I love that album. Big shout to Harlem. Like I said, my father used to get money up in Harlem. I had a godfather named Ralphie. They had a store up in Harlem. Rest in peace to my father. Only until the music hit curtain house, that they didn't want it. Oh, you mean you mean certain households? Yeah, listen, like, yo, at the end of the day, man, music. I love music, right? We was talking about I proposed a question to the chat one time, and I said, would you stop listening to music for $1 billion? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people said no, because music is such a big part of life and the universe. Yo, what up, John? Let me give my man John a wrench. Okay. John, I give everybody a wrench. I just ask that nobody don't block nobody or time nobody out, and you're good to go. You suited and booted. There you go. Everybody gets a wrench at the G'd Up Quinn channel, you heard? Everybody suited and booted. Even old head Deuce. What up, Deuce? That's my guy. Good morning, bro. Good to see you, bro. How's everything, Deuce? It's my guy, Deuce, you heard? Deuce been with me since day one, too. That's another one of my family on YouTube that been with me since day one. Yo, Deuce. Yo, I'm gonna make you gonna laugh, right? You know, I had to erase all my videos, right? Or most of them so I could get remonetized. And you know, I was doing it like one by one, so I had to erase like almost 3,000 videos. It was oh God. Anyway, I get to the one with A-Boy where where A-Boy cammed up with the with the neck brace, the shit that was bolted to his and he had the beard. Shout to A-Boy, that's my guy. Yo, God forgive me. I'm not making fun of his situation. He looked crazy. I'm gonna send it to you, Deuce. Shout to A-Boy. He looked crazy. Yo, but God bless him. I'm glad, you know, because he had, you know, for the people that don't know what I'm talking about, my man A-Boy, he got hit by a truck. God bless him. I'm not laughing that he got hit by a truck. And you know, I guess you know, he broke a bunch of bones and he had that halo, you know, the halo where they bolt the thing to your forehead and to your, you know, I don't even know if you could call it a neck brace. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, rounded up some money for him. As I tell you, yo, listen, we helped a lot of people on YouTube. We helped a lot of people, B. And shout to my son, A-Boy. They raised a lot of money for him that day. You feel me? To help him pay his rent and all that. So shout to A-Boy. But, you know, I hadn't seen that yo, he looked crazy. He looked like Wolverine. Yo, his beard, like, you know, because he was in the hospital for a while. You know what I'm saying? So he had a big long beard. God bless him though. He's doing better now. Yeah, with the screws, you know, they screw it to your head. You know what I'm saying? So you don't move your neck. You know. And thank God he's doing better now. And he was in a wheelchair prior to that happening. He was in a wheelchair when that happened. So he was messed up, you know what I'm saying? So we raised a lot of money for him, man. Yo, people that don't, like the newer people, they may not know, but like you see King Troll, 183rd B's, me, Murph DeKenzo, my man Barn that passed away, a bunch of us, Che Hercules, Deuce that's in the chat right now. You know, we used to help people. We helped my homegirl raise money to move her family from one side of America to the other side. We went to Kensington and fed them like 70 pizza pies, took medical supplies, you name it, man. Shout out to my man Tommy D. He was one of the main ones helping people and everything. Jessica, that be in the chats now, she used to help. You know, I'm pretty sure they still do, but like that was when the channels first started, it was a lot more of that. You feel me? But you know, this is a good community. That's why I did that live the other day talking about there's good people in the so-called dirty sector, man. I seen people, you know, help people here. Like, we raised money for turkeys for Thanksgiving. Shout to King Troll, he was one of the main ones. Autism, we did a drive for autism. Shout out to my man Fred White. We did the book bag drive. Like there's good people in this side of town. You feel me? Like we don't get the props we deserve. Yeah, there's a lot of messiness. Yeah, there be back and forth and people fighting all the time. And it is what it is at the end of the day. That's why I keep that out of my channel. You feel me? When you come to this channel, you leave that out at the door. You know, there's enough of that in this side of town. At least in this channel, you can come here and be easy. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to worry about, you know, people running down on you and, you know, trying to belittle you and bringing all that beef. And we don't do that here. You feel me? And like, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm not saying that, you know, the other channels where that do go down at, I be in them channels. I don't look down on nobody. I don't think I'm better than anybody, but just there's enough of that going on. You feel me? Over here, it's about the Sunkist Orange soda. And love. Brotherly love overriding oppression on YouTube. You heard? Shout out to all my New York Bloods, you heard? Brotherly love overriding oppression on YouTube. Bloy. Bloy. Brotherly love overriding YouTube oppression. Let me remake. Hold on. Brotherly love overriding YouTube oppression. Bloyo. So, but anyway, shout out to all my blood homies, you heard? Shout out to Vibe. Shout out to all my shout out to Mikey. Shout out to all my brothers that left the gang life, that's doing their thing. Shout out to man, for being a positive brother. Shout out to Shaquell. These are good dudes, man. You know, I hate what, and I probably get in trouble for saying this, but it is what it is. I hate what the federal government does to us as a people and using the gangs as a reason to bring down all these Rigos and incarcerate us. Like, that's, to me, that's the most lamest, oppressive, not right thing that there could ever be. Because you don't see them coming down on the police with a RICO. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, it got to be like the gun task force thing that happened in Baltimore, where they were robbing people, shooting people, planting drugs on people, and they did it for like 20 years before they came down on them. It took 20 years of that happening, or however long they did it for. You know what I'm saying? Before the federal government stepped in. So I don't really you know, I'm opposed to what's done to us as a people. And when I say us as a people, that means anybody that comes from poverty. I don't care if you're Asian, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Native American, white, black, it don't matter. If you come from that type of oppression, then you know you good here. And shout out to all my Cali people too. Shout out to my son Keyway, my son K-Bar, Zico Loke, Nafe Bone, Squally, Salo, Sicario, just everybody that comes through from Cali, man. You know, I love y'all. Shout out to Deuces from Cali. You know what I'm saying? And anybody else that's from Cali, you know I love y'all. And for that matter, from anywhere. Shout out to Barbara. Barbara's from Wisconsin. Shout out to the Midwest. Shout out to Wisconsin. Shout out to Chicago. But listen, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I love y'all. Just want to do a little quick live. Come and offer my blessings to y'all, right? I love y'all. Support the channel. Share the live and help me get to 4,000. Salute.